scan people from around the world by having them send me a saliva sample, hair sample, fingernails, or in person, we actually scan right on this machine here. Okay, so yes, exactly. So this person, my demo, actually scanned in with their hand.
So Jen, you can see, like, if somebody's got heavy metals, you can see it's coming from dental work? Like, you can see.
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. I can see exactly where it sources from.
Okay.
And typically what I see with that, and that's what I wanted to actually talk about in the other one, is typically when I see that coming down from dental work, that's where we're going to see a lot of thyroid involvement, right? Because it's actually just dribbling right down into the thyroid. Okay. So I'm not going to go, for the sake of time, I'm not, because you still have something you need to hop on here too. I'm not going to go too much into this, but that is a great point there that, yes, I scan the person in. So that's how we get there. So we scan them in, and it's going to give us these types of information. There's another one that I use as well to help here, and it's wave screen. And so it tells me again, I get breakdown by airways, going into the teeth, parasites, hormones, urogenital tracts, gets a lot of kidney information there. I'm seeing this cardiovascular, just a side note here, where my brain starts to go, I'm seeing high iron. I'm seeing the main thing that came up for them was joint articulations. There's a genetic condition called hemochromatosis. My brain's gonna start going there, okay? Because that's high iron that causes joint pain. So I'm gonna start going down that path, which can cause a whole slew of other issues. Because I don't have time to go super deep into all of this right now. Okay, so I'm going to switch over. Is that clear now how we get the sample into the machine and then it's scanned? Okay, I'm going to switch gears here. And I want to just give you an example of a recent situation I worked with my father. Because he gives us really, really good things to work with, because he's a problem child. Okay. I had to do this on my phone because I was having issues with other things like computers. Okay, but my phone was cooperating with me. Let's see if this is actually going to work here. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I get this call. Hey, I got this rash. Can you come look at it? Sure, Papa. I call him Papa. And it's coming down here. It's the dermatome pattern. It's coming down this sash over here. He's like, what do you think that is? Okay, where's everyone's brain going?
Shingles.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Awesome. So, but I have a doctor's appointment. So I'm gonna go get checked. I said, no, you're not. I said, no, you're not. Cancel it. So using an arsenal of tools that we have. So here is day one. So that's how it appeared. And day two, actually day one, my mom ran into town. Where's Julie? My mom ran into town, came here to the essential oil store, and Julie connected us with Symphony of the Cells treatment for shingles. So we had, I count 12, something like that. Yeah, there's 12. 12 what?
I would think it was ID, right?
Infectious disease.
I don't remember which one it was, but I mean, there were 12 oils, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to put oils on my dad. So I don't know. I don't know, that's just weird.
And you're a nurse.
I know. But did you notice that I was in women's medicine? Yeah. Yeah, it was ID. Okay. So we started following, and Julie was amazing with getting the protocol together. Now, prior to knowing the actual diagnosis or what it was, I scanned my dad, and on this scan, and I got a 99.6% relevance for herpes zoster virus. I mean, we already know what it is, come on. But I'm like, well, let's choke and just make sure. So I have this goes into here. I find out that it's the herpes zoster, yes, which is the shingles virus. So the other cool thing about this is that it creates frequencies for healing. Okay, so we created a frequency healing program for my dad that I had broadcast every 2 minutes for the herpes zoster virus. Okay, so he's getting this frequencies from here. He's getting the frequencies from the oils being put on a very particular order. And you're going to learn later if you stick around, which I highly recommend you stick around for some more magic. I had him in patch and a certain pattern using the phototherapy patches, okay? That you'll learn about later. And then I also had him on, I guess we could look at it like this, there we go. So this is what we did for my dad. Let me just go up here. Okay, so we scanned the time waiver, the healing frequencies, did the Symphony of the Cells, we did the Fantastic 5 Lifeway patch placement, plus I added energy enhancer for lymphatic support. Really wanted to boost that immune system, get that stuff out, okay? I also muscle tested him for the natural antiviral purple pitcher plant, which I happen to have 5 bottles of in my house, which was interesting. The protocol for shingles, I usually use artemisinin. I usually use wormwood. My dad did not positively test for wormwood, but he did for this. And then we did zinc, DC, melatonin, and lysine. And fresh air, grounding, and sunshine. This was the most difficult part of the treatment for my father. Good Lord. Let me go back up here and see what route we would have gone had he kept his doctor's appointment. Okay. But first of all, let's go back up here. Okay, there's day 1. Day 2. We start to put the oils on, because my mom didn't come till late. Day 3, do you see how they're starting to scab over? Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys, this takes 10 days minimum for these blisters to start to scab over. This is day 3. Okay, this is here. So day 5, and as you can see by day 7, they're just, oh, no. Okay.
And what was his pain level during this?
Thank you for that. Nothing. 0. Ask me about itching. Okay. My dad's thinking, shingles is so bad. I'm like, you don't even know what just happened. He's so all the big talk about it. I don't understand. So I'll come back to this in a second, but here's what we would have done had he kept his doctor's appointment. So basically, paracetamol is actually another nasty anti-inflammatory. We could have been also on ibuprofen, opioids, or we could have put them on antidepressants and anticonvulsants for the severe pain that likely would have progressed to without the prompt treatment. And but these are awesome side effects. We could have had an allergic reaction to cause a rash. I'm pretty sure that's what we're treating. Flushing, low blood pressure, heart rate changes, variability changes, blood disorders. That's just rant. What kind of blood disorders? Please and thank you. Oh, we could do liver and kidney damage too. Okay, or you could die. Okay. So now complications of shingles here. This is very severe. It could be very, very serious. 1 in 1,000 can die from that. So this is the biggie right here for most people right here. What this is the long-term, months and months and months, extreme pain, or years as well, that you can get from the nerve damage from this. Keep in mind, my dad didn't have pain. Okay, eye problems. Ramsay-Hunt syndrome is where you have one-sided facial paralysis. Okay, that's a risk factor with that. Of course, it could be infected with bacteria, not all the good stuff we're putting all over it. Who cares about white patches? No one sees my dad's side. Okay. Okay, my dad almost died from COVID. Okay, he was in the ICU for 14 days. He's my miracle story using the phototherapy patches. So we could potentially have had massive inflammation of the lungs, inflammation of the liver, the brain, spinal cord, or the membranes that surround the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, so these are potential complications. So I'm going to run right. Excuse me for doing this on my phone, but it just, I need a teenager again in my house. Okay, so here we are, day 7. Okay, we're talking like 3 weeks out normally, you guys, if it's healing well. All right, and then we are over here on day 14, and then my mom got tired of taking pictures. I'm all, what happened? I'm tired of that. Okay, so day 35. So that's now, whoop, we're done basically. Now it's just gonna go away. Okay, so here again was the most complicated part of this entire treatment. the most painful for my father. We are getting to it. I have documentation of it. Why am I outside in the sun? It was actually really cold when he had this, so I would have liked to have more skin, but you know what? I was lucky to get him out there. And then I couldn't get him out of the dirt quite yet, so I brought up my favorite rock I took out of the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's really big. And I got mostly sun on his feet, and we're grounding. Literally, this was painful for him.
The part that was free.
So he thinks that shingles is a no big deal and everyone's a big wimp. Okay, so I want to just emphasize here, because it pulls in everything that's happening here at the center, that, you know, we're able to get in there really quick. Yay, it's cool to have a nurse for a daughter that's right there. And also to, you know, to
I have a
be,
spare room.
it's also be there as an advocate to not go into your doctor's appointment. And so immediately be able to get him, let's get him on the scanner, let's confirm, yes, this is the herpes zoster shingles virus, yes it is, let's get some frequencies going out to him, broadcast that every 2 minutes, let's bombard him with that. Let's get the symphony of the cells going. Thank you, Julie, so much, because we could not have done that without you, and my mom for doing it. Oh my God, I just couldn't have done it every day. And we did a spray too, we were spraying something also too over the top of it. And then of course the LifeWave phototherapy patches, which you'll learn about this afternoon because they are phenomenal. That is actually what saved my dad's life a couple of years
So
ago.
she's actually wearing one right here.
Oh, yes.
See that?
Yeah.
That's what one of the patches looks like.
Yeah, one of my friends, when I first started using these, you know, about 20 months ago, asked if I just had my, you know, my trachea, you know, abscess removed. Like, no, this is glutathione, and it's just making amazing glutathione in my liver right now. Okay, so I think I hit all the modalities that we used. Oh, and Marty, no, we have more. Marty did belief code on my dad remotely, and found something highly related, I don't have it off the top of my head right now, related to something emotional that was pulling his frequency down to have been susceptible in the first place to having the shingles. So what did we do? Is that like 6? Did we just get on 5, 6 modalities that are right in our hands? The cost, look at the cost, you guys. Like barely almost nothing. Well, for that was kind of crazy. But that's just 50 grand for that. I will bill him later.
Check would bounce.
But no side effects. No side effects from medications. They would have been pushing that vaccine on him probably too. Let's make sure you don't get it again. We're just going to give the vaccine later and with shingles. I would not put that past. I wish I'd had Terra Shield. Is that what you're saying?
Terra Shield.
Terra Shield, when I was working in the hospital setting. That was the first thing I thought way back then when you said bullies.
Oh.
That's, hi, that's called working with most physicians. Especially labor and delivery, that's wild. Okay, any questions on this?
When do I sign up?
Well, I have information in the back. Yes, I have
You can
information
book
in
an
the back.
appointment with Nurse Jen,
I'm gonna.
and she will give you the whole workup.
All the scary things.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I just say that because she thinks it's scary.
I'll
I
do
do
it.
find the positive things. Okay, absolutely, we'll chat. I have information in the back. Anything else?
So nurses we have a private nurse now, you guys, so pretty cool to have that.
Yeah, it's actually really fun to come hang out. I come hang out here sometimes, and it's super fun because then we can kind of get the clinical stuff covered.
30 years experience.
And then having, you know, being able also, because I'm not new to oils, I'm not new to holistic health, I'm not new to how to eat well. So it's a wonderful little blend of all of us working together. It's awesome.
We've got cool stuff happening, you guys. This
Lots
has
of
been
cool
really
stuff.
fun. Thank you, Nurse Jen. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. All right, I know I've gone over